My beautiful stars, reading time. All right, we're going through our beautiful cosmic star deck. Okay, so yellow cards, you, red cards, connected energies to you. Okay. Main collective. All right. Strength of a giant. So maybe you're overcoming some pretty big obstacles right now. Number 33, you could be seeing a lot of 333. You could be watching this at 333. But you are tapping into your ancient power. So your ancestral bloodline that runs through you would be on fire right now. You are stronger than you'll ever know. You carry the strength of generations within you. Draw on that power in times of difficulty. You are capable of moving mountains, many of them. It's funny, I always say, especially going for this deck, I always say you guys are extremely cosmically aligned, very, very special souls. And anyone that really delves into their path of enlightenment, I always say it's those people that stand behind you, that came from the generations before you, that you are not just going through the pain and the obstacles that you're going through for your soul journey, but for the people that came before that unfortunately fell short to what you're trying to accomplish in this world. You guys are those curse breakers, and in moments of need, just remember everything that you're going through, the blood, those certain obstacles that definitely feel like mountains, like Mount Everest. They're for something far greater than just your plan. It's to release your bloodline, to remove those 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords that have been cursed, and to replace them with that 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So your legacy, or the people that come after you, don't have to face what you and so many did. And this collective right now, maybe you are coming out of a period and you are realizing the strength you withhold, or maybe this is a bit of encouragement right now. Maybe you're failing to remember how strong you really are. And anyone divinely aligned, I say this all the time, you were marked at birth, but they forge you through fire. Our Creator has to forge you through pain. But this is why you guys have the perseverance and the determination to succeed like you do. Because yeah, you may get knocked down, but not for too long. Just remember that. Elephants, they could be an important sign for you. I find elephants to be majestical. Passion of fire. So you could be a collective every time you do face a certain obstacle. When you do pick yourself up, that internal flame just shines bigger and brighter than before. New passions arrive in your soul, or the things you were passionate about go on acceleration. And as soon as you hit any form of pain, you start alchemizing into more greatness, into more acceleration, into more fire. You're igniting your inner drive right now. And sometimes, believe it or not, cosmically, they put these obstacles in our path to put us to rest for a little bit, especially if you're someone you don't give your time to rest. I find people here that do have some form of divine mission, and you have a community around you, or something to do with your passion is to help others. You guys just don't take time for yourself. You're always giving, even when your mind, body and soul is telling you it's time. It's time for me to just take, even if it's just a day, to yourself to do something for you. Focus on your self-care. You just push. Then you might even get triggered from up above into maybe feeling a little bit of illness. You still push yourself. Then they try and activate a lack of motivation. You still push yourself. It's that sacred balance. If they have put something in your path that seems quite challenging and it is really overwhelming you and you are still trying to push, maybe just breathe and be gentle on yourself. You are allowed downtime, okay? And I say this when I'm reading Divine Love. You can, or any kind of relationship, until you know how to fill your cup up the right way, you can never fill anyone else's cup up the right way, especially if you have a beautiful, big, bright community around you. Your cup needs to come first, because then your drive to help, you will help these people even more. Your passion feeds your determination. Talking to my phone, you just got lunar blessings. So you've got lunar blessings surrounding you right now. And I always say this, whenever we go through any form of ignition in emotion, let it be good, bad, obstacle, whatever it is, we talk about that cake period, right? So we go into bake, our ascension, our rebirth. We're baking. Then we come out to rest. And everything we've been ascending through, rebirthing, those pivot, those emotions that are full focus, that they're wanting us to shift and change, right? Through that ascension, rebirth period. While we're in rest, cooling off period, this is where the lessons come in. Did we learn those things that we were trying to ascend from, right? And if we're learning those things and we're lining up those little green ticks, topping time, icing time, blessing time. Now for this collective, whatever you've just been through, clearly you've overcome it beautifully, because whatever obstacle it was, it just expanded your flame even more. And now this collective, cosmically aligned, you're aligning to the right blessings for yourself. The moon cycles offer you so much guidance and rhythm. You could be extremely connected to our Mother Moon. Trust the natural cycles of life. Your success will come exactly in the right timing and in alignment with the cosmic energies. This is why I tell you guys, surrender. Surrender to the universal flow. Everything is divinely orchestrated to your soul's path. It's not our ego's timing, divine's timing, cosmic timing. One good thing, 3 yellow cards here. So again, there's clearly some form of connected energy, because this is why I've gone for this. But whatever energy is trying to seep in to access you, they ain't affecting you that much. Very divinely protected. Your energy is leading the way in this reading. Beautiful. Another one, magnet for success right now. You've reclaimed your power. Maybe you've had a moment of calling back your energy. You're magnetizing right now. And look at this, 3, 3, 3, 9, 3 again, and then 7, 7. Your intuition would be on fire. You're attracting exactly what is meant for you right now. So stay centered if you can. You're aligning your energy with the right goals. Trust that what you need will come to you at the exact right time. The more you embody confidence and success, the more it will naturally draw towards you. So again, whatever you've just gone through, you're coming out of it like a champ. You're not letting it overwhelm you. This is powerful. Anything right now, and that's cosmic protection, anything right now that is trying to interfere with your thread of abundance, they're not letting anything block your abundant threads at the moment. Even evil eye, which means you would be such a powerful transmuter, alchemizer, without you even knowing. Those moments your cosmic alignment is coming, there's nothing that can affect you. That is how strong your ancestral team is. They're a shield. They're a shield of light. You are cloaked with invisibility right now. Another one, cosmic expansion. Holy moly, you are shining. Cosmic expansion and 5, huge transformation. You're expanding your influence. Your impact is growing beyond your expectations. As you expand your reach, trust that your influence is growing in positive and powerful ways. Every effort you make ripples out, reaching those who truly need it most. You're surrounded by positivity and light. And that is like your shield right now. Look at you. I've never gone for this deck and had this many yellows come out at once. You're about to expand something very big. Number 90. This collective, you would be seeing 999 a lot. Especially because you've just overcome something, right? Wow. What's trying to access you? What's trying there? As soon as we ask what's trying to, you get the red card. Someone that's in endless nights. Someone that is struggling with 9 of Swords. Someone that would literally be losing sleep over energy here. This is what's trying to access you, but because you're shining so bright, their night, their darkness, their shadow, it's not accessible, which means, especially if this is tied to the heart space in any form, not just love but permanent fixtures, family, childhood friends, siblings. If you've just had conflict with someone, you've removed them from a cycle, a repetitive cycle, someone that's always connected to your thread in some way or form, there is a true release happening and a roadblock, right? So the reason this person is in dark and endless, they can't feel your energy. Not that they're like, I can't feel their energy. There is something that's happened here, especially with this Strength of a Giant. You have released something in such a powerful way, truly through pure surrender. You've surrendered your story in some way or form to up above, and you've trust you'll get the outcome you need for whatever it is from up there when you're truly cosmically aligned, right? This is a true, like, a cycle that's broken, because this person would normally have you would probably normally feel them, right? They can't feel you. So it's putting them more and more into their darkness, and they don't even know it, because you are truly shielded because of this cosmic expansion that's about to happen. And the fact I said marked at birth, divine being, I always say your expansion comes first. Not, even if it's divine love, what you come first, your path comes first. I say it's the same for them when we're reading them. When you guys are stressing about union and blah, blah, blah. There is something right now. You're about to expand so bright. No one is allowed to interfere with negativity, even if it's just energetically, right? You are truly being protected. So because they feel kept in the dark right now, they're unable to see any opportunity around them or when it comes to you. True lost hope. 97, the Wisdom Keeper. Calling from ancestral guidance. So it's your ancestral team that has blocked them. The wisdom of those before you who have supported your journey. So that, because again, remember, say is for a reason. And that very first card, we were talking about your ancestors. It's not just you. It's who came before you. You are everybody's past home, right? To shift those 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So of course, your army is in full strength right now. They're always in full strength, but especially when you're being cosmically aligned. They're not just protecting you. This is how they can help you energetically, right? Remember, these ancestors could never get this done. So they're giving you all the power they can by protection. And that is magic. 21, that could be important. Let's get one more for this. connected energy, although I'm going to put your ancestors over the top of them. Let's keep them a little bit blocked here. Impact. This is good. So whoever this person is, you're activating a phoenix period. Always say you can't find your phoenix. You can't rise from the ashes without being burnt, right? You're returning the favor. So you've put this person in a fire, but that fire is igniting within them right now. They're transforming through setbacks with opportunities and growth. I don't know if they are just yet, but I always say anyone connected to you, especially interferes in a negative way, they're powerful, because your team is strong enough to be able to give them the fires they need to truly phoenix and transform. One red card in this whole spread, and this phoenix is number 1, destiny. So you've activated this person's destiny, and you may not even know it. You are a catalyst for this person's change. Last one. You got 2. You're shifting the sands. So through the sands of time. So this person has been affecting your energy for a while. Infinity, life after life. They would be bound to your contract, which means they've interfered in your ancestral line, life after life. So your ancestors are very familiar with this energy. I'm kind of hearing, I'm going to say it, you could have a bit of a spicy tea. I'm hearing payback. That's not good, but I'm hearing it, so I'm going to say it. Maybe this collective, you felt that. Them, how much they... But I will say this is about them slowing your momentum with things. Maybe this person has caused a lot of these obstacles in the past, but every time they've burnt you, you've become stronger and stronger. But every time they've tried to delay your progress with something, and I don't even think it was intentional, it's clearly been here around this spiral, life after life, it's been accumulated in that purple curtain. And now, because the shifts, the sands have changed, all of that accumulation is now ricocheting, and your ancestors have control of it. Now time is working in your favor, where before time was working against you. You've had too much focus on whoever this person is instead of your true... I'm not saying they were... Well, they probably were. It's coming to my mind. This person was distracting you from the strength of who you truly are, the things you're truly meant to accomplish. They were part of... It's like you had imprinted them in your story to align with your success. It's like this collective, whoever this person was, you thought they were part of your success, so you could not let the thought of this person go, right? And without you knowing, and I always say, our path is there, but our decisions can prolong our timeline. So when it came to certain decisions made towards this person, unfortunately, it prolonged you. And maybe it prolonged you not too long, because clearly look what's happening now. With every fire this person gave you, it chipped away at seeing them as part of your success, your end stop, right? With every time they gave you a power, well, just said that for a reason, an obstacle to create power. Every time they gave you a fire, it built more and more and more strength. And whatever happened here last time, it was the final bit of strength you needed, because now you've shifted it. I feel your ancestors are putting a block here. It's finally putting you on the right path, which is beautiful. This is helping you think beyond your limits now. I think you were very limited before because this person was part of that success at the end stop. Now you're starting to realize your greatness, and there's so much more. There's so much more to your end stop than what you've initially envisioned. It's making you expand your visions and efforts. It's good. Okay. I just want one more for this person. I'm hearing lack of control. Maybe this person really thought they had control of this situation. They're in the cold winds now and feeling the coldness of energy. It's an icebox. Oh my God, what's that old song? I got an icebox where my heart's meant to be. Who sang that song? I don't even think I sang it right. I think it's literally called Icebox. It just came to my mind. Maybe that's you. You've got a icebox where your heart's meant to be towards this person now. They're stuck, they're frozen in progress, but they do have that phoenix over them. Being calm and patient will create or release their resistance against their reckless actions. So they've been reckless and impulsive. But this is maybe as well what they're frozen in, the memories of this stuff, especially because they're feeling a lack of energy from you. Hold on a second. I just want to confirm with this. They're overwhelmed. Very overwhelmed. I'm hearing drained. Something's very challenging for them right now. Extremely emotional. Their stress, their burden suddenly hit them hard. Cosmic trigger. They're unable to cope right now. Makes sense with that endless night, but this is what they're frozen in. So I just have to say this because remember, tables have turned here. Shifts of the sands have shifted. So whatever this person's trapped in, this is part of, I want to say their karma, but for things to be shifting, that means this collective, these energies here is what they had trapped you in for so long, right? Because that's what they're getting returned to them. Makes sense with that giant card, the fires. They're angry. I don't think they're angry at you. I think they'd be angry at themselves. They're angered, they're mad, they're annoyed, they're furious, they're outraged, they're confrontational. Maybe you know this person unfortunately has some anger issues. When they are overwhelmed, they can be quite intolerant, quite snappy. This is something clearly that would need to be healed. Hold on. Again, I'm going to be honest, and I said it before, I think the lack of control in the dynamic could be activating their anger as well. Oh my God, as I said, control. I think that they can't control you anymore. This says controlled, but I think part of this frustration, I don't think they were seeing this situation right. This person, again, I feel they thought they had control of this dynamic, which they're starting to realize they don't. Wanting power over me, but I feel, especially with what we were saying to confirm it, I think this person thought they had power over you, right? Now they're feeling maybe a little bit restricted, especially when it comes to their decisions. But again, whatever they're facing, they're getting blocked in this emotion, stuck in this emotion because of your team. Let's get one more for this anger. Ashamed and foolish, embarrassed, guilty, red face, sorry, hanging their head in shame. They feel disgraced, so it's angry at themselves. And I think the red face is adding to, why did I think I had this under control? why did I think I'd get my way here? Because remember, the right collective, you've completely surrendered something to up above and put yourself first. They would feel shame. Or as well, you could have maybe said some things that have really made this person have to reflect on their behavior, and they're feeling red-faced. You could have given them some hard truths to maybe sit on, but whatever they're feeling this with, they're stuck in it. So they would be extremely overwhelmed. They're frozen in it. Hold on. I just want to quickly get tarot for you both quickly. I just want to see your perspective. Okay. I actually, not even on this person, I just want to see what's actually going on in your life because of all that. The right collective, I can't see this person being a main focus because you're so your own energy center focus and everything's shifting in you. There's something that you're expanding in the mind. You are no longer attached to result with this person because this person is not attached to your success anymore. The right collective, this will make sense. Okay, and I switched decks. I got my divine deck for you guys. Okay, this collective, your focus in life. Okay, so you're seeing things a lot more emotionally, intelligently. You're very centered. You're clearly a very charismatic person. All of our cup suits are highly intuitive and psychically gifted, but there's certain passions with you right now, again with that flame of passion that are really being ignited. This is an energy of being extremely devoted, faithful, dependable, and I think this collective, the reason you are so protected in life is how devoted you are to your journey, your team, your ancestors, to up above. Yes, but I do think that's strengthening. But I'm also hearing, I think when it comes to a focus for you, and I bring this up a little bit, I always say when you're truly healing and certain people come into your life or even people from the past, when you're really healing, you start to realize those people you were attracted to or people that were called into you energetically in the past, they don't align with you no more. The things you used to excuse in the past, they kind of give you the ick. And I feel this collective, for you to be that King of Cups energy, I think it's more you're starting to reflect on what truly aligns to you emotionally in life, right? There's something about that Hierophant energy, your values, your faiths, your beliefs. There's something here you're reevaluating. Maybe you've had a moment to really reflect on your true needs and wants. Maybe you've even written a little bit of a list of what you envision. Oh, I guess coming into the fake new year, everybody's doing vision boards and stuff. But I mean, specifically, you've written down maybe say who you are characteristic wise and what you've envisioned to match that list. I always say this, people write down what they want or what they're wanting to achieve or the kind of person they're wanting in their life, but if you don't match that list, you ain't calling that in. That's just writing gibberish, right? It's to align with energy. And I think this collective, you really understand, or you're starting to really understand the person that you are and what aligns with you. There's no amount of healing. If someone doesn't align with you and they're not going to soothe your nervous system, you can't change who you are at the core with being devoted, faithful, dependable, loyal. You could be the most healed person in the world. If you don't have someone dependable, devoted, loyal, that match the qualities that are embedded in you, ingrained in you, you're forever going to be anxious and overwhelmed. And this collective, you're starting to understand that. I feel that's that giant card, the elephant. I feel this is what you're finally dropping. You're over it. You're done. You're done with carrying wands that you don't need to carry anymore. Let's get one more for that. You could be just coming out of that Strength of a Giant card. Yeah, it's all cosmically aligned. So for once again, you had to face those wands. That Strength of a Giant card got activated in you for the cosmic alignment that is now starting to trickle in. Makes complete sense. You have the right collective. You really, really surrendered what is meant to be. You understand the power and that sentence, I surrender to divine timing. You get it. You don't just say it, you get it, and you believe in it. Expansion, change, karma, but destiny, opportunities. Do I think you realize this completely, that this has come from up above? This collective maybe, but I do think you're starting to more what's made you maybe more in your old belief system mind. You've just had enough of the same wands and you're like, that's it, I'm done with it, right? I give this over to you. But again, cosmic trigger from up above, that fire that made you realize this. But as well, maybe you feel there's things expanding in you right now internally, not such a focus on external expansion, especially because you've surrendered. You're coming from that sovereignty within, but there's something within you, you know, is shifting and changing. For the right collective, there's a reason I said maybe you've just written a list of something. If you've actually taken time to reflect on these things, you can feel a shift. You've gone to write it down, right? Future planning, future decision, but you're not rushing. You're not dependent on it, right? You probably know some decisions need to be, but again, the right collective, when it comes to your success, it's expanding in your mind. Things are shifting and changing up there from what you initially envisioned, right? So there is something about progression. There is something about planning something to move forward with, right? Are you dependent on it? No. Are you rushing decisions? No. But you know there's things on the horizon that, when released, may call you to make some shifts in what you once were set in stone in with your mind, right? That you're considering options now. Wow. Look at all the ones. You are truly connecting to your higher self. I always say this with that Queen of Wands. She sits there with her rod, which connects her energy rod to her higher self. This is why she's so magnetic. This is why she has the magic that runs through her veins. This is why she leads the way. This is why she's captivating. This is why she is a boss, right? And she sits in her internal confidence because she's connected to up above. You are more focused on your higher self right now. You are focused on... Why am I hearing this? You could be listening to, like, you know, those subliminals or those sleep hypnosises with the quantum jumping or connection to higher self. Maybe there's a reason I'm hearing this. Don't make it fit. Maybe there's something you've just done of recent, or it's become part of your nightly routine, or as you're getting ready in the morning, you've got something playing in the background. I feel this collective, you're so focused on your true path in life and that connection. It's kind of that judgment energy, reconciling past, present, future version of yourself, really coming into one, right? But this makes sense with the confidence you have in your surrender, because you literally are releasing, right? The right collective, you are really standing in your worth. And that fire, that passion, that action, where is it going? Towards you. It's funny because the one card here that's burdensome, it sums up that first part perfectly. You've surrendered your burdens to up above. That's why you've got all of that cosmic alignment around you. You truly get what this journey is about, that you've got no control over it. You've got no control of your time. staying in your own lane, being the best version of yourself, focusing on your present, living your life in the now, not the what if. Trusting you are forever protected, and this collective, look at how bloody protected you are. There's nothing that can penetrate you right now. Nothing. You're completely embodied with light and your ancestral team. It's good. And I'll tell you something, the card of emotion that's leading the way, that ain't overwhelm. It's a very smart emotional card. Very emotionally balanced. Very balanced. It's good. Justice. And finally, really purple curtain. Learning those life lessons. Really clearing off that karmic debris. Moving with integrity. Wanting balance in your life, not chaos. You're focused. Your claircognizance. I say anyway, your channel to up above is completely in alignment. You ain't in Seven of Cups focusing on this, that. You are focusing clearly, this collective, on yourself, right? Perfect. You're not in confusion. This is the perfect time to make decisions because you're not in any form of illusion. You're not in, it's like one, right? Center focused. Very good. Let's confirm. Big energy. Okay. Maybe, and I think this is what you've transitioned out of. Maybe you were someone, I don't really like Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I'm going to be honest. She's not balanced. She's all work, no play. That was a little bit of your first part. She can be a little bit self-focused, but not in the right way. A little bit more wounded feminine, right? She's a perfectionist. She can also be known as a little bit of a manipulator. I'm not saying that these are the qualities completely you embodied, but I do think you were trying to maybe more internally manipulate, because you had so much focus. This was probably upright, even if it was just a week ago, a few weeks ago. So you were confused. So when we are focusing on so many things, we start to Seven of Swords our own mind. We manipulate our thought pattern. And a big part for this collective, the reason you have such a release on attached energy that was constantly creating roadblocks, because you no longer have that person's face at your end stop. Whatever you need to achieve, they are not dependent on the success of it anymore. For so long, what you were manipulating, you had envisioned to be successful, their face was by your side. And that's what caused your confusion. And that's what would have caused so much dependence to the outcome of whatever that situation was, right? So this collective, now you're emotionally centered over this. Now you're moving with intelligence. Now you are starting to understand you need more balance in your life. You need to start putting yourself first in the right ways, more passions, things that make you feel that self-love, that internal confidence. You are not a perfectionist and have that attachment to result right now. You aren't stewing because things aren't tangible. You aren't... It's like you're starting to realize nothing can be perfect in life, nothing. So why have I envisioned everything to the dot of what I'm wanting to achieve? What if that doesn't happen? I can't let it overwhelm me anymore. I don't know my plan. The Creator knows my plan. So I'm just going to focus on what I can focus on, what I do have control of. I don't have control of the what if. I'm letting it go. I'm choosing to live a more balanced life. But you're doing it in such a centered way, right? I don't even think this collective, you realize how much it was affecting your energy by having this person as a center focus in the past. There's a real epiphany coming for you right now. She's beautiful. Okay, it's helping you truly find your stillness. You're not chasing after something anymore. Beautiful. All right, 10 of Wands and Wheel. But that's not what's this person can't access you anymore. That's my little detective, my little spy. But emotional intelligence that's coming over you through the whole situation. But this is the only row that is reminding me of that first deck, and the wheel's over it. And remember what I said, no matter how much this person's trying to access your energy, you're completely shielded and protected. Watch from the beginning. Perfect. And maybe for so long this was a burden. You could have been one of my collectives forever thinking this person's on the sideline, that just about to act, that you're like, no more, right? But again, that's come from up above. This collective, there's a wisdom coming over you when it comes to this whole situation. And another reason you were so probably burdened in the past, because you just were trying this Queen of Pentacles in every little detail. Your mind was on acceleration with this whole thing, right? All of those filing cabinets, everything you had stored away, you were constantly overthinking, over processing, right? You yourself had this lens, which was creating this 10 of Wands, because you had such attachment to resolve. 2 of Wands. Hold on, one more. You could still be a little bit, okay, no. I do think you're a little bit, maybe in 8 of Swords, because this is a huge release you're going through, right? To have someone planted in your end stop, your successful story, and to start removing that. I always say something that's become a habit in your mind, you find strength, but it can really start to come in and out, right? Because it's been a habit for so long. So I do think still when it comes to future planning and decisions, because for so long, whatever this situation was, I do think, again, you saw it as part of your wishes coming true, right? You saw it as part of the success. We kept saying it, the security, the blessings, the abundance. For so long, this dynamic was attached to that for the right collective. So I do think you're still coming in a little bit in and out of 8 of Swords, but not to the extreme. Now, as well, I am hearing, because of the theme of the reading, you could be watching this thinking you didn't see this properly the whole time you were on this journey with whoever this person was, right? I was blinded. All of this mental anguish, agony, because right now, again, you're focusing on one cup. You're not focusing on all of the things that were sending you into 10 of Wands, right? So I do think there's still a little bit of 8 of Swords that comes over you, but I do think the right collective, maybe you're questioning if you're in denial, or again, if you ever saw this situation properly. There's a huge part of this reading, and it is your middle row. You were so dependent on this person being there at what you had once upon a time envisioned as your end stop, right? This, I'm hearing a little bit of both. Queen of Wands. You will find it. You will, and you know it. And this is what you've surrendered your higher self to. Queen of Wands, the confidence you have about your true 2 of Cups, right? You'll find that balance, but this is because it's coming within, finding that duality within. But as well, I think let's just take external. I know this is really a card of soulmate and companionship and people that are in synergy with us, but it's also a soul contract card. And I think you are so focused and so connected to up above right now, and really, really connecting to your higher self. I feel it's more the surrender to what is destined will be, right? Again, you're one of my collectives, clearly a divine collective. And I always say to you guys, the face, you guys putting a face on it, it just is such a silly thing. Energy aligns with energy, and you are clearly a divine goddess, a divine god. This is part of your journey. Who cares when the timing comes, and who cares who ends up being that spiritual equal for you? Whoever it is, you could love someone that, look at this collective, whoever this person put you through. Imagine what the right person that was cut from your cloth, how much you'll love them, right? And this is why I say, don't put a face on it, because you constantly thinking of someone's face at that end stop, it blinds you guys. And that's clearly this collective. You're letting go of the face. You're letting go of what you've held on to for so long, and you're doing it with strength. Is there a little bit of doubt still? Yeah, but not much. The only row you've got doubt with is this one. And again, I feel it comes in and out. Seven of Cups in reverse. New beginning, because you're seeing. So again, you're about to start. Here's the start of the story in tarot. You're about to start a new story here, but the right way, because you're not blocking yourself anymore. It was never about this person blocking you. It was that they were such a focus that was blocking you. But this collective, again, this is your energy right now. This is beautiful. Lovers, soul contract, whatever the case. You're aligning to the right energy. Beautiful. I'm going to get this person quickly because there's going to be a big difference. And I actually want to see universal soul contract for this collective before we keep going with all the other decks. I'm not going to get the same deck for this person. Let's get this one. So let's see what they're going through. Because they've got some heavy emotion. They're frozen in something right now. Yes, that emotion, but there's clearly some, if they're going through a Phoenix, there's some things going on. So Three of Swords straight away. Wonder who that's over. So they're feeling a little bit stuck, but things are germinating. That was Five of Cups. Oh, that's good. That's good that they've got, oh, that's clearly not them. Hold on a second. Cosmic trigger. Hold on, I want one more for this strength card. Unless they're having to call on strength, but I can't see it's them if it's upright, but let's see. Devil. I'm going to say it both ways. I have a feeling this is collective, and I think Devil is a real card of things that grip you, obsession, unfortunately those shadowed emotions that maybe we haven't completely faced, and you can see this person's fixation on you, but they can't access you, which is accelerating it even more, right? I do think they're trying to call on strength here, but with what they're going over, how they're ashamed, the overwhelm over their anger, and I do think this person is trying to find internal strength when it comes to the toxicity. I don't want to say this person was emotionally abusive, but I do think this person knows that they've got some issues when it comes to their temperament. Now, I'm also hearing this person, again, they're going through a Phoenix and they're frozen in their emotion. Watch from the beginning. So this person could really have some negative karmic connections in their life that unfortunately create energetic implants that they're a little bit codependent to, right? And I do think this person is trying to find strength over these situations and their emotion. But I'm kind of seeing this as collective, right? You've got to remember, look at how you're shining. She's an influencer. She's that influential because she shines so bright. Now, I do think this person's a little bit captivated by your energy because they don't feel you. Not here, but this collective, you can see for how long this person was a center focus. So you energetically were chasing them, if you know it or not. We talk about energetic chasing and how bad it is as physical chasing. When you, because remember, it shifts, the sands are shifting. So for once upon a time, it was you that was obsessed. It was you that was fixated. It was you that couldn't get this person off your mind. It was you that would wake up or go to sleep and it was you that had this. But you've released that. For the right collective, watch from part 1. So this is why you are truly in cosmic alignment with your lunar blessings at the moment. You're literally going through cosmic expansion, completely protected by your ancestral team. Yes, this part you have a little bit of questioning, a few things still, but this person ain't a focus for you. You are focusing on you, your highest. Again, just watch from the beginning. So I think they're attracted to your energy right now, like honey to a bee. Now, there is something leading them with impatience, excess, which is also another devil kind of energy. Very excessive, quite materialistic, has a very addictive personality. Now, their excess and impatience is causing discord and imbalance in their life. They aren't feeling balanced. They aren't feeling peace. They aren't feeling like they're sitting in moderation and patience. It's the exact opposite. So I think there's been some things germinating for a long time. Remember I said in the first part, it's like every time they gave you this fire, that karmic debris was being accumulated in their purple curtain. So they weren't facing karma straight away. The universe would have, and I talk about this is coming to my mind for a reason. I talk about 2-year karmic cycles all the time. And everybody in this world, except when you guys activate, when you activate, your cycles shift. But people that are really stuck in that 85%, every couple years, you guys get an increase in luck. So, you know, I'm just going to use these as an example. You get a better paying job, or you get a promotion, or, you know, you find a new love, or let's say you're in a karmic relationship that's going to absolute shit. You have a little bit of breathing room where you think you guys are getting back on the same page and things are changing. Let it be, you find a new home. There's something, whatever your repeated cycles are, that you're not learning from. So every couple years we get an increase and we think, oh my God, my luck's changing. But if we're not becoming self-aware, we're not showing appreciation, we're not showing gratitude, we aren't appreciating those little blessings that we got when we felt like luck was on our side. But halfway through the cycle, cosmics activate our cycle and we start to lose those things because we weren't showing appreciation, gratitude, right? We start to lose those things. Now, towards the end of that 2-year cycle, and as the cycles go on, and we're not going through self-discovery, we're not learning these lessons, the blessings get bigger, but the loss is more extreme. Till those cycles eventually break us, activate us, and start connecting us to our higher self. And it's unfortunate because not many people get to experience the true self-awareness to see this stuff. Some people are stuck in these cycles their whole life. I've read people that have been stuck in their cycles for decades and didn't even realize it. Now, I feel this person, I think since this person has seemed to, yes, find blessings, seem to maybe have increases in certain moments, you know, after you in different areas, but these things always fell apart, right? Every time they thought they were taking a step forward, a few months later, 10 steps back, right? But it's only this cycle now, because the universe, I'm more seeing, has been planting these seeds, and this person never showing appreciation, never showing gratitude, never showing change, always feeling like they're in control of their environment, in control of collective. It's like the universe was setting up bowling pins, and I feel it's this cycle that the universe has finally, ancestral team, watch from part 1, has really chosen to roll that ball and knock down those pins. So this person, I think they're feeling a little bit stuck, and I think they're really starting to realize how their behavior can cause a lot of rubbish in their life. But it's only now that this person, again, cosmic trigger, to create a fresh start, to make them act now, to awaken them to their potential, is just starting to feel this. Because this collective, part one, you were that big role to knock down those bowling pins, and you did it, and you did it with strength. You were a part of this person's phoenix rising, right? So you were a puzzle piece to this person's destruction, and you don't even know it, because for so long, this collective, you were seeing this as your own fire. This had to create that strength of a giant within you. You've been burnt that many times that you finally, all of that accumulation, all of those seeds that were planted, it has finally ricocheted. And this collective, it was all just in a decision that you probably don't even realize big. It was probably maybe a little bit overwhelming for you, but I think when you finally rolled this ball without you knowing, this person's life was already on the brink of destruction. You were that last piece. But there is something. This is about moving forward within the next few days. I will confirm. I wasn't feeling movement from this person, but there could be, unless it's more movement or something sudden again coming in their life to give them a fresh start and accelerate their awakening even more. Whoa. So they're in complete Five of Wands. They're in chaos. They're in misunderstandings, arguing their anger, maybe over a lost opportunity, but their life is full of conflict. And I always say this Five of Wands, the reason it is full of misunderstandings and chaos, because everyone's standing in their truth. They're all little know-it-alls, and no one's wanting to compromise. No one's wanting to hear the other person out. So this person's either been reflected how they, because remember, they're coming off as always feeling like they're in control, they know everything. They're either being reflected some of their own personality traits here. They could be, again, reflecting on what's just happened with you guys, but also they've got anger problems, clearly. This is a card of temper. I think they're highly accelerated and intolerant with the people around them right now, so they're kind of adding to the chaos and the arguments. I'm going to kind of read that both ways. Lost opportunity, but putting everything under review. They never really had the foundation that they thought that they had. But let's just say this is more of an Ace of Pentacles. I feel it's all just going into destruction. But just the theme of their energy, I think, again, what they once thought could have been achieved, or what they once thought they were kind of moving forward to ground, it's kind of gone up in smokes as a lost opportunity. But I think they're starting to realize how unstable they are, how they're completely in revision of their life. You can see that. But all the delays, all the stagnation, all the 1 step forward, 10 steps back, clearly comes from a bit of their stubbornness, and they're unwilling to listen and hear other people's points of view or understand anybody else's emotion, but maybe their own. But let's confirm. Oh, this is good. I ain't gonna lie. So underneath this Temperance in reverse, they're going through a clear and purge. They're transforming. They're emerging. Remember, they got Phoenix rising. They're going through a metamorphosis, a rebirth. They're regenerating right now through their imbalance. This is also a card of antagon. Maybe they're an antagonizer as well. They know how to push. They provoke to get reactions. But the discord, the excessive personality, even if it comes to addictions, That's good. 7 of coins. Oh God. So this is why things have been germinating. Poor choices, how they drop the ball, they're overwhelmed through, more the lack of structure, right? They overcommit to the wrong things. They take shortcuts in life, which makes them, maybe they're a little, I don't want to say scattered, but maybe they are a little bit emotionally. They can present a little bit manic at times. I guess more emotionally restless. But it all comes from them and their poor choices. But it's been germinating. They've had opportunity after opportunity, cycle after cycle to grow and change like everybody does in this world. And this person kept choosing to do the same things time and time again. All right, this cosmic trigger, few days, it's time, act now, fresh start, more awakening. They're clearly already going through it. Oh my God, you've got the smack bang middle row about letting go of control. They're getting a lesson about control. That makes sense with the first part. So they're, whoa. The bowling pins. You're so cosmically protected and aligned. This person, they're going through their own cosmic debris right now. One more. Maybe since the Saltiste. Quit, that's you! That's you. You came out as the queen. Holy moly. But it's helping them connect to their higher self and have confidence. I think this row is all tied to you. Watch from the beginning. I want one more. Star, cosmic child. You, and it's universal. This is definitely tied to you. So the cosmos are activating all, look at everything around them, and it all comes to you because what they've done to you. Remember, you got that ancestor card smack bang on top of them, blocking them. Oh God. I'm hearing a few things. All of this shit has come from your spirit team. I'm also hearing all of this stuff is aligning them to you in some form of way. I am going to break this down more. I just want to get your soul contract first. But the first thing I heard here, all of this stuff is coming from your ancestral team and up above, but to finally activate this in them as well. I do think this person is a cosmic child. They wouldn't be this strongly connected to you if they weren't. That's big. So this is their focus. So in their perspective, that's where you come into the picture. But cosmically, it's all started from the chaos. Remember, sands are shifting, right? The bowling pins. You were the final roll. Yeah, I don't want to confirm that this is making them act. I've got to get that deck first. Strength. Oh, 2 wanting to come out. My God, I'm obsessed. Oh my God! Another cosmic trigger. This could have all started to happen about 3 months ago. They can't escape. They can't escape what they're going through. So about 3 months ago, subconscious started to reveal a new emotional side. Seeing things clearly, divine aid and end. But that is this collective. So maybe, because you would be shining in strength. And I kept saying, even in your part, this has all come from up above. You just think you've been burnt one too many times. That final fire came from up above and now you see things clearly. But I also think whatever happened here, it's making them see things clearly, but they're stuck in it. So they ain't seeing things. Oh, I got to get more decks. This big energy. they can't be seeing things clearly right now because they're stuck in that icebox. Remember that. So yes, they're in heavy emotion, but they're still not seeing things completely clearly. I think you've got to remember this person feels like they've lost complete control. I don't think they know it's cosmic. Oh my God, they saw it from the cosmos. Oh, they could have. But I think their last interaction with you, the strength that you had, the confidence that you had, you put yourself first. I think this completely blindsided this person. And let's say 3 months from now as well, this person could start really putting this energy into this self-belief, understanding their infinite potential, having more confidence. But again, I'm on the fence with that one. I'm smelling this whole explosion is more from up above, how you found your strength. And also, let's say, because you got to remember, they've got the devil over this, the obsession. The cosmos are activating that magnetic pull, but you're blocked right now. So they're obsessively stuck on your energy to the point of endless nights, right? Because they can't feel you anymore. They don't know it, but they can't feel you anymore. Again, this is coming from up above, this glow that's coming out of you. Look at all these cards that surround you right now. Part 1. And they wouldn't know why, they wouldn't get it. The universe is making you unescapable. All the cosmic cards here align to your energy, in their energy. Every single cosmic card here, you are all over it. So what they're having to face is because of what they've done to you, how obsessed they are. Again, it's your ancestral team, our creator. All the cosmic cards align to your energy in their spread. Just saying. All right. Last one. How has the Tower not come out? So they could be fighting with a fatherly figure or a Taurus sign, but again, something definitely to do with their foundation, their security, the lack of loyalty towards people, trust. Maybe they've put their loyalty to the wrong people, their trust in the wrong people. Definitely something to do with their pentacles is not where they've envisioned. Why not? Oh my God, did you see that flip on me too? Getting caught red-handed. Oh, this could lead to a confession, unworkable strategy, coming clean about something. It's accelerating remorse. This could be an interference row here, or whatever's happening through this chaos that accelerated maybe a lost opportunity. Someone's been caught, especially because I said this could be a connected energy to them, right? That has put a lot of instability in your dynamic, made this person maybe put you under review when they should have been putting this person under review. So either this person has been caught red-handed and it's caused arguments, chaos, or whatever this dynamic is, maybe your person's been backed in a corner and caught red-handed with something here. But whatever the case, these here, there is loyalty, trust, security being questioned. Okay. That's a big row too. All right. Let's just get your soul contract. You as just you. I just want to see you. And then we will see how that goes. And what deck to get next after this. All right. Main collective. Your soul contract. What's being activated with all those cosmic cards right now? Oh, the owl. Okay. Oh my gosh, you've got the magnifying glass with the owl. That confession could be coming for you. Clarity, Seeing through the facade, secrets lifted, but you're wise, where, be observant. You know what's going on with something. Clarity, very important details, but there's something that you need to examine the fine print with. 27 and 16, they could be important. Soul contract, but I always see that as you guys. Oh God, something's about to ignite. A catalyst for change, igniting. You're about to get things going. Fuel to the fire. Hold on, I want one more for that. This is a card about effort being required towards, I think, anyway, one more. Oh, maybe it's that elephant card, strength of a giant. Maybe this is what you've got, the child over this. The brand new beginnings, right? Carefree, new perspective on everything. That makes sense with the theme of the reading. Maybe you've gone through that. But I do think, especially with these, I think something could be coming, but you're going to have a new perspective. Something that maybe would have ignited you in the past. You're like, meh, it's not even going to bother you. I think that's this person. One more. The mice. That ain't this collective. There's something on target here. This illness, fatigue, stress, anxiety, worry. Now that's what they're stuck in, frozen in the icebox, right? This is, again, the theme. It's on target. It's meant to be this way. So this person is part of your contract in some form, but luck is on your side. Why do I feel these two rows are this person? I will confirm though. But luck is on your side. Big rewards. All right. Well, you could have just seen a rainbow. But what's about to be lifted? Divine intervention. Divine's at play for you and this person we've been. And the reason the divine's at play for this person, for a bit I was feeling maybe they're a divine child. I just think it's what this person's done to you. I'm not going to lie, but we will see. Divine intervention here. So that getting caught red-handed. With this owl, divine intervention, perfect timing. Something that's going to bring into a situation into balance. The sacred balance. 1616. The owl. Oh, wow. This is going to create major opportunities for you. Major opportunities. It's going to grow you. It's going to put more boldness in you. It's going to expand you, put you into enjoyment, positivity. Things are unfolding here, and it's going to build a lot more strength in you, that's for sure. Let's get one more for that. It's going to create a miracle. The star card, the miracle card. Wishes coming true. This says falling in love, hope, midnight magic, bless. Let's get one more for divine intervention, although they probably won't give me too much detail because, again, it's cosmically, it's coming cosmically. It's definitely to do with something being... Oh my God! You got both of them. I normally see that as these two as the connected energy, because I always say this divine journey expansion is to help you guys find your childlike innocence again, the version that was lost at such a young age, the version that was lost to, unfortunately, that trauma build up. You guys start building from about 3 or 4 years old. For the to come over the bellows, I see this is the little baby divine feminine, right? Baby divine masculine. That divine intervention, magnifying glass, clarity. But whatever the case, they say the same thing. The new perspective, new beginnings, that childlike innocence. It's not bad. All right, this feminine energy. You, judgment. We brought up judgment before. I'm surprised that didn't come out for your tarot. Total transformation, heeding the call, another renewal, awakening, rebirth, a clean slate, fundamental changes, another clear and purge on its way. They're throwing some ascent. Well, this person's going through one too, so it doesn't surprise me if you are really connected. They seem to be very heavy in this part of your contract, unless they're a big... Remember when I put the ancestral card over the top of them, and I can't believe it came to my mind. I was like, your ancestors, because this would have affected bloodlines, right? And I was like, payback because of your ancestral protection. Good or bad, this person's has been bound to you in a few lifetimes here. It's clearly a pivotal chapter that needs to be cleared, or whatever the case. But let's confirm. I knew it was them. Remember I said these two are them? And then stalemate came out. I wonder who this is. The no way out, non-committal, delay tactics, blocked, refusing to compromise. This person. And this is just constantly ignited. Fuel to the flame. Fuel. And then you like, yeah, peace out. Your childlike innocence, right? New perspective, carefree. Who are you to me, right? I knew that was them. Let's get one more. I felt you had learnt the lesson, because look at your first part. Why is this still here? Let's get one more for this. That you could have another test with this person and they're still coming in this weird way, thinking they've got control of the situation. Oh no! You what? You got the Divine Masculine card over the top of them. But this does say yes, exclamation point. Energy, shifting, standing in their power. But you standing in your power, a climax, radiant success, Divine Masculine. This says daytime and you got the nighttime, right? I say midnight magic for that nighttime. Victory, happiness. Let's get one more. 30 days in September, April, June. Oh no, there's not 31 days in June. No, they're in the middle. So they are transitioning, but they're in the middle of a season. Remember, they're hanging their head in shame and guilt. But there's something about their purpose that they're starting to activate into, their confidence. They know they need to get things going. They need to accelerate their bold and brave energy. So they're not completely in sun energy just yet, but there's a transition happening. I wonder why. Okay, so I think this is them as well. One more for Mice and Crow. Mysteries, but this is about activating a magical, powerful self, a new event or happening. Certain memories, certain things are being unveiled. Let's get one more. It could be a bit of you, but just the theme of this reading, I can't see that they're going to accelerate that in you at all. Like, I feel whatever's happened, it's put this activation through them, clearly for this transition. It's like, yeah, painful, but it's on target. It's stirring up the right things. 22nd of January could be an important date. Let's get one more. It's creating forward movement, full speed ahead, green light, a message, good news, progression, the rider. I'm sticking to that's them. One more. Time has come. Clearly the time has come. The ball's been rolled. Whatever the case, even if this is you, I think you're moving forward from all the stress. The biggest theme for you guys, you finally dropped those wands. You've just surrendered it. I think the time has come for both of you in an odd way, in a positive way too. If this person's finally tapping into their sun, that's good for them as well. The pain, just how for you it evolved you, it's clearly evolving them. One more overall for both of these, Rose. You 20 card at the bottom, the Swan card. Oh, there's something unpredictable here that we cannot see. through the power struggles, but determination is increasing. One more. And you got the other 20 card at the bottom. Magic all around this. Well, let's be real. Look at what's going on in their part because of what they've done to you. I just think you're powerful. And I don't even think this collective, you know, is how powerful. There's a lighthouse over it. And if it is them, maybe they really are a bit special here. I'm on the fence with it. But a guidance system, safe passage through all the obstacles. There's just been a little detour. This could really be happening because they have that within them. I'm on the fence if this is just finally someone that's meant to be severed out of your contract once and for all. Or if it's, maybe that's what, maybe this collective you're not meant to, because you can see the release. Like to have that divine energy on both sides, but it's not coming out. I don't think that's what this collective needs to hear right now. I think you just need to stay in strength. Whatever the case, this energy that's interfered for so long, huge transformation. Whatever's activating in your contract right now, it's creating a safe passage for you, even with if it's release or if it's something that's meant to align with movement, progression, and full speed ahead in your dynamic, right? Whatever the case, within the next upcoming weeks, you've got miracles, major opportunities, and divine intervention. It's stirring the pot here. There's magic all around you. And either way, within the next few weeks, especially if this is a sever, this will never affect you again emotionally, right? You can see how much it's already. This first part blew me away. Now, let's say hypothetical, it is something that is destined to more align with you long term. Answers are going to start being revealed either way, right? But whatever comes next, it's going to solidify the strength you're sitting in, okay? Luck is on your side. You've got a huge reward. Oh, your soul contract, as we're saying it, cheeky buggers. Your soul contract's being activated, we know it. Agreement, pact, cycle, contract. This does say partnership, alignment, continuing on, promise, bond. But snake, betray, or just, that would need emperor. We know this person's that. Let's be real. Stalemate. Deception, betrayal, backstab, silent treatment. This person wouldn't be going through what they were going through if they didn't do this to you time and time again. Again, watch from part 1. This is either, like we said, it's to release this finally and align you with the right energy, right? Either way, chaos, gone. Structure, coming in. Smooth sailing, stability, obstacles being removed, on its way. You are going to feel fine, right? It could be this person is finally transforming into this, but the right collective, biggest thing for you, you've removed the face, so it shouldn't matter either way. Just know your contract's being activated, rewards, luck, miracle, it's all aligning. Last one for these two. Hummingbird, another card of miracle, but knowing where to go to gather your sweet nectar and lifting out the negativity. Libra, justice is on your side. Purple curtain, we brought that up a few times. World, completion. Old cycle out the window. You got that full new story coming, right? Talking to myself, the world came out and I said either way, new cycle, the full, right? You don't get a world without breaking free from the old. This collective, you have definitely broken free from the old. That's why you're getting a world. Success, accomplishment, wholeness, emotional fulfillment, right? The universe is just saying that's why your contracts and magic all around you. That's why your contract's being activated so powerfully. Last one. Let's just get like one more for this world. Star. So you actually got the Star card in this, but you got the Star Aquarius card, but this is another card of miracles for me. Oh, perfect. The tree of life. Your connection to source is strengthening. You're evolving your past life connections, your personal growth. You're finally starting to ground the right way. You could be coming into a very fertile season as well. Handle yourself carefully right now. We know secrets are being lifted very soon. We've got some big answers on its way. Okay. I'm being called to just get these quickly. There we go. Either way, new romantic cycle begins. That's part of your world energy. That could be them. Hold on. Or it's someone new. You've got someone about to be bold and brave. The person that we were tapping into there, they don't seem to be bold and brave just yet. Heart with a key. This is around your heart space. So welcoming love. But you've got the clock here. So I'm not feeling broken mirror energy, not with what you've gone through. New romantic cycle begins. I think it's more someone that is going to be bold and full of action and all those things that you are naturally reflecting on now in your tarot part without you knowing. Intuitively, you know what's about to be released. And I normally see this as someone that's kind of been in your life for a long time, that's taken a lot of time, it's taken a lot of cycles, there's had to be a lot of healing, especially, yes, I guess with those two there. But again, the theme of this collective, you've been healing, you have been more in isolation, solitude, you've been choosing you could be one of my collectives on a path of celibacy. I just think the reason this heart with the key is on its way, this new romantic cycle, because of how much you've healed, right? You're finally aligning with the energy you deserve. And that is why the universe has been holding this back, because they wanted you to understand and be in alignment with what you truly deserve, right? Heart space. Oh, there it is. Again, you will find something out. You've got divine intervention, the owl, you've got the bloody magnifying glass. There is something coming to your table, right? But again, you got the dragonflight. You don't need to protect yourself. You don't need to be. This is about being lighthearted. This is a nice card with finding something out. Let's be real. Dragonflies could be an important sign for you as well. Heart with a key. Who's this heart with a key? Someone likes you, romance is blooming. Let it be a secret admirer, whatever the case, there is something blooming here that this collective, you don't see right now. But the thing is, you're not focused on it. Again, watch from part 1. This is why this is coming for you. Because you are truly just focusing on you. All of those wands are directed at you right now, right? Beautiful. One more for this first row. They're as healed as you are. They have a healed heart, and it's because you've been healing. For this collective, I do not want to attach this other person to this, because that's your biggest, that is why this is being released. You have finally removed this person's face from being part of your success in life, your successful story. You're starting to realize it had nothing to do with this person. Whatever the case, this person's emotionally aligned to you. They are, again, spiritual equal here. You have healed so much that you know what you deserve, right? So again, this is what, and they will feel like a mirror to your soul. And for the first time, probably in your whole dating life, it's not going to be a broken mirror. It's going to be something that aligns to you and makes you feel safe. Mirror, Oh, love call. This is soon. About to express their love. A message of you, thinking of you, letting you know. Especially with this dragonfly. Hold on. Let's see if this is my weekly movement. I don't even want to say confession, but because that means you already bloody know this person. Let's see. Whoever this person is, you're going to build a home with. Not in this next week, but you could be moving just as a detail within this week or looking for a home. But change of residence, moving in with your partner. I think this is more because we're getting it for your heart space. Just to confirm this love call. It smells like more life partner energy is about to enter through this new romantic cycle. I was about to say new emotional cycle. They could be a water, and you got King of Cups. They could be a water sign. I went straight to that person with the last row, the King of Pentacles, and the finding things out, and the one more. But it could also confirm someone else as well. This card says someone in the middle trying to sabotage this. Someone else. Do have Dragonfly here. There could be a detail with this someone else to tie you to a memory of pets or something to do with pets here for the right collective. Or if it's someone new that you meet, maybe it's something to align with pets. You meet them while walking your dog, or you buy a pet off this person. Oh. Let's get one more. Oh, good. If it's this past person and you feel they're very full of themselves and you lived with them, within this next week, you're making room for a new beginning that's on its way to you now, butterfly. And you've got, yes, okay, I'm just going to be completely transparent and honest with you guys. I keep trying to avoid this past person. This purple deck is making me see this person all over it. Now seeing no and yes, there's clearly, if it is this past person, something has not been the right time. Yes, it could be evolving to the right time. Yes, this new beginning could be coming through them. But the only thing is, this part here, if it is this past person, they are only in the middle of a cycle from stalemate to sun energy. They're not all the way there, right? So I just can't see how it can be them with new romantic cycle. This person's bold and brave because that's what this person's in the middle of a season with. Around your heart space, you've got the blooming love and someone's about to express it. So if it really is this past person, they're not there. They're not ready. So it's just, this is confusing. One more. Okay, so whoever was in the middle trying to sabotage this closed door. And again, that takes me back to their perspective, how they've had enough, how they've caught someone or whatever that Seven of Swords in reverse was. But because of this someone else in the middle trying to sabotage this person was never available emotionally, which caused a lot of mental anguish. It could have been because of health issues. Maybe this person tried to entrap your person with guilt and, unfortunately fib about some health issues, which is really weird. But anyway, but the universe, there's that cycles again. You've got a manifestation coming in, but no communication or... They'll be back. One more. Oh, is that about to stop that timer? Let's see this then. Oh. Everything in divine timing, let it flow. It's being guided to you. Either way, it's being guided. It's like there is something here, and I think something is more held back from this reading because of the strength. Your focus isn't this, and it's like they don't want your focus to be this. They just want you to keep doing what you're doing. This week, there is nothing about this energy coming through this week, just to make that clear. So keep focusing on you. Whatever is the next big thing in your life, action-wise, it starts with a brand new cycle. Brand new. Wash from the beginning. I'm trying to get that new romantic cycle begins, but not just with that, other areas of your life too. Whoever is coming towards you, you will know. They're going to be bold. They're going to be brave. They're going to be full of action. Okay, this clock, that's you guys. The focusing on self, the healing, the shadow work, the self-appreciation, and keep doing it, because that's what's accelerating around this space in your energy. Last one, finding things out. Okay, this person's hovering. Whoever this person is that likes you, they're locked in on you. But again, part one, you are completely protected from any energy. So yes, overall, they definitely know you. Okay, they got reminiscing in there, looking at your photos, missing you, wanting to make new memories. But it could be someone new too. It's very 50-50. I'm just going to finish these, and I'm going to get tarot just in general what this next cycle is going to be for you. Okay. But whatever's coming needs a practical plan. And that's what's happening. Dreams now. They finally have a practical plan. Your tarot. That's what's got you out of confusion. That's why things are expanding. So keep focusing on that. And that is what's creating the powerful changes. Because you finally released for the right collective. New romantic cycle. Wow. Win-win outcome. Win-win outcome is forecast. You got double balances, double scales here. It's balanced. You can't make a wrong decision. All right. Luck is on your side with this. Cupid's arrow. Okay. This, time to release negativity. You and your loved ones, maybe you're a little bit stressed about people being safe right now. Everything's safe. One more. Communication is key with what comes next. Makes sense with that dragonfly. And that's why this collective, you're really finding your emotional center with things. Again, it's cosmically aligned to you at the moment. All right, with tarot, because I just feel for this collective there's some things here that are off limits that you're not meant to know. So I'm going to allocate, if the High Priestess comes out within the first 3 cards, I'm meant to stop. I'm not meant to. Actually, whenever the High Priestess, if it comes out in this reading, I'm stopping. That's the stop point. That's what I'm allocating. And the other things are just meant to happen magically and through a surprise for this collective. Okay? All right. This next cycle, the next action that's coming towards you, what does it entail for this collective? It's a part of this new cycle. All right. Oh, thank you. 6 of Cups, but that's past life connection. It could be anyone. We know it's your spiritual connection. Memories, second chance at love, revisiting the past, nostalgia. Okay, but revisiting the past could mean also past life, right? So we've got 8 of Cups in reverse. Whatever you've been holding on to that's kept you stuck in limbo, this is what's being released. You're going through it right now. So this new cycle mustn't be too far. It could also mean whatever does, a win-win outcome is forecast. You could be on a crossroads of 2 as well, and you do choose to walk away from a situation that you know that it doesn't serve you anymore, and that it's been really hard for you to walk away from this decision for a long time, but you're sick of being stuck in old emotion, right? Let's get one more for this. Well, you've got Emperor energy here. You got to remember this part. The Emperor came out with the snake, and that last row. I want one more. So I'm going straight to that row. That's good. It means, okay. I'm going back to this part. The Emperor, the snake, and then the guidance system, the lighthouse over the top of it. Six of Cups with this here. I do think this person is going to show whoever comes towards you next, let's say more love-wise, I think there's going to be a lot of dedication put forward and you're going to see a lot of change. I feel whoever is coming is going to be bold, brave, they're going to lock in, they're really going to conquer you. They are going to show you what stability feels like. They're not going to be chaotic. I'm also hearing this for you and your path in life. I think this collective, with how cosmically aligned you are right now, whatever is activating more you, your empire, your path, what you stand in your authority with, what you've been working so hard to achieve through dedication, willpower, action, mental discipline, drive. This collective, you're an overworker. I think you're finally starting to truly master your craft. I think you're really starting to activate more into that 9-10 of Pentacles environment. That is part of your next cycle, okay? I do think, because this is the theme of this, you've walked away from someone that has made you feel stuck, made you feel like you were seeing things wrong, their face being in your successful story or end stop. That's the theme of it, right? So I think you are going to be highly shocked with what turns up and the dedication that's put in towards you. Now, because the right collective, you've already you've already walked away. That's what's going to make the right energy lock in, be bold, and keep moving forward with dedication, right? Talking to myself, but I said with your endurance, the way you've never given up, the way you've just dedicated, day in, day out, continuously holding the line to create that, your first card, that elephant energy. I do think that there is something very beautiful about to be released for you, but you've got to remember as well, what you've been through was to teach you how to protect yourself and also teach you boundaries, right? Teach you who you are at the core, teach you your qualities that are embedded in your soul, which is collective, your tarot, right? You understand about yourself, you're dependable, you're devoted, you're emotionally intelligent. You know the qualities you need from someone, because you know who you are now. You've discovered yourself. And remember in that part I said there's no amount of healing. If you are X, Y, and Z, devoted, faithful, dependable, loyal, trusting, and there's someone that comes into your life and there's just attraction, but they don't hold any of those same embedded, ingrained qualities as you do, you'll forever be an anxious mess no matter how much you are healed, because they'll accelerate your nervous system. This collective, you understand who you want in your life, right? So whatever's coming next, you know what you've been through, and you're not going to put yourself through that again for someone that isn't worth that dedication, that loyalty, that devotion, right? But there is a final push. I'm seeing the threshold card with that. Big decision. Protect yourself, 7 of Wands, right? But you've learned how to protect yourself. I know this came out in reverse. And whatever's coming needs compromise for you, right? I do think that there's energy of really making amends through reciprocated emotion. Seeing with that, but again, you've learnt what you do and who you will compromise with. You've learnt who deserves your time. It's not just trying to make something fit or be fixed that you know isn't going to work. So I do think you're aware of how you need to protect yourself, but I do think this collective, there is something that's going to need compromise, and you know, You will know if you're willing to do that or not. And this is maybe why you need to more see this approach, especially if it's externally and it's for a second chance at love. Last one for your top row. That was 10 of Cups that wanted to come out. Let's get one more. I feel that should be upright because that was you before upright. I just think the confidence and the higher perspective needs to come from you, and the self-knowing and love. That's normally in reverse a card of stubbornness and being too, you know, very temperamental, very unyielding. I think that needs to be the other way, to be on Lovers. I think that needs to be upright because these two were in your tarot, right? Whatever's coming, again, part of your soul contract. I do think this collective, you're going to be on a crossroads here. I really do. Yes, you could. You've got a new romantic cycle. This is a card of choices. I do think you're going to have the confidence and the knowing to make the right decision, though, which is beautiful. All right, 6 of Cups. There's that 10 of Cups. Either way, extremely happy, emotionally fulfilled. Fairy tale ending. That fairy tale ending. So, literally, this is going to be your life partner. Fairy tale ending. It's going to be your home, happy family, security, stability, marriage. All right. This Emperor, 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups in reverse. Oh my God, you didn't. You got it. You got the only twin flame, and you got the Hierophant with, anyway. You got the twin flame union card from someone that was always acting like a wounded teenage boy, right? So there is true evolution from the person that's coming. So that stalemate, Knight of Wands in reverse, to that Sun, the Emperor. So you've got the spiritual equal, the earthly equal, divine masculine of the earthly and spiritual plane. So there is a transition. So maybe they're a bit further than halfway through their season. You can't deny that. It completely aligns with this. Let's get one more. Oh my God. The pairing. There's that strength that they're building as well. And I said about 3 months. This is your next cycle of action. Maybe your new, whatever the case, trust. I'm surprised the High Priestess didn't come out. That, just trust. This person, strength, Emperor, this you, oh, that's going to blow you away. That's going to blow you away. I always say that's a trump card. Courage, bravery, boldness. Looking to myself. 9 of Swords came out here. Your middle row. You're not going to trust this. And I can feel it as I'm reading it. I don't trust it. There is a reason you're not going to trust this. There is a reason. Because you are not going to want this when this comes in. Because they need to prove that to you. This collective, you will not trust a word this person's saying. Because you embedded that they're a wounded teenage boy in your mind. That's how they behave. They've either got Peter Pan syndrome or this person's frontal lobe is not developed. You have been treated like this for so long. This, you are not going to believe. It is going to trap you in a mental prison. It is going to take you back to doom and gloom. It's going to take you back to all the trauma, everything you've had to endure. It is going to put you in mental fog. You've got to remember this person right now is going through, what is it? Endless nights or darkest nights, or I don't know. I don't even remember. It's like that's what's going to happen to you when this arrives. It's going to drag up so many things, and this is why you might close this out. That is going to take a lot of time to prove. I'll tell you that right now, because if your last interaction, this is all you saw, and then you see someone turn up like this, you're going to think it's fake. You ain't going to believe it for a second, and this shows it. But I will say this. This, you know what I say, victim mentality. So it means you're not seeing a situation right. I'm going to be honest. Your lack of trust probably comes from wounding. Your lack of trust is because you've been burnt that many times in life, not just from this person. So I think naturally this collective, you're going to want to put out boundaries. You're going to want to shut this out. You're going to want to tell this person, go find the front door. You've got to remember, first sign, 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Then you've got this dedicated effort into change, turning into that divine masculine strength energy with strength backing them, plus the twin flame union card. Oh, love you guys. And if I'm just going off the energy I'm feeling from you guys, I can understand it. But as a reader, you guys know how I explain this. It's what this person's put you through. But again, you are meant to put boundaries up, but they're also wanting you to be a bit more open to compromise here as well when you're ready. But it's going to take you some time to get out of 9 of Swords. I always say when you're in 9 of Swords, you don't realize, oh, this is my trauma. I'm playing the victim a little bit. You don't realize that. You're going to be like, oh, when this happens. One more, 9-9, and I was saying that at the start, you could be seeing a lot of 9-9-9, ending out a cycle. Think that there's that confession, but thinking they're a manipulator, thinking they're wearing a mask, 7 of Swords upright. Are they being strategic? Are they playing games with me? You are going to be trapped in your mind. But it's to transform, 8 of Wands. And you could get out of this quite quicker than maybe you expect. All right, 7 of Wands in reverse. This is that Dragonfly card. Knight of... Okay. I do think you need to believe in this person's healing. I say we can all heal if we want to heal. If they're truly a divine being, they had to heal just like you. Remember who you were before you started healing. I do think this is more, I would normally see this as my charismatic Casanova, but just again, the theme of this, it's the slow moving energy. It needed to be slow moving. It was divinely guided. Just at the start, how I said your divine mission comes first. Them themselves, their divine activation had to come first. And as well, take it slow. He's slow moving because he's healing along the way. This is still going to need to be healed. So they're clearly willing to do it. You don't need to rush it. This, I think you will come out of this mind frame quite quickly, but more for the fact that they're a 7 of Swords. I think you're going to come out of the mind frame more to, okay, maybe I do need to listen, maybe there needs to be compromise, but we've got to move slowly with you so I can build trust. Sun, yes, card. And at the end, Lovers, Queen of Wands, Sun, happiest card in the deck. Oh, it's my favorite, so it can be trusted. He's my trustworthy, ride or die, loyal, secure king. You will come to feeling this can be trusted. Okay, now let's take it back to you and Empire, because I always say he's on the top of his mountain having his cake, eating it too, castle in the background, right? I do think it's not just this, because you've got 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is a lot of different directions, a lot of rapid movement, a lot of change. And I think there's more to your next cycle than just a new romantic cycle begins. All right? You've got Sun here. You've got the King of Pentacles. You've got the Emperor. Like, there's 8 of Wands. You've got some big things, especially with this Lovers here. There's things in your contract. There's things that are going to harmonize. There's things that are going to balance you. There's things with your confidence, your leadership qualities, your magical veins, right? The magic that runs through you. The connection to your highest self right now. The cosmic expansion. Watch from part 1. All of that cosmic alignment and protection you're going through, it is for a lot more than just this, okay? Just remember that 10 of Cups, that is complete emotional fulfillment. Magician. Big glowing threads coming in right now. So yes, your middle row, it is going to send you in a tailspin for a little bit, which is sad because it makes me think no matter how much you've been healing, it's like there's still a part of you that sometimes maybe feels subconsciously you don't deserve these great things that are coming for you, if you know it or not, right? Like, oh, is it it's kind of that wishing away happiness and not understanding why all of this change is coming for you because of what you've been through and what you've overcome in that clock energy, right? You deserve every single thing that's on its way. The only thing that's going to hold you back is your distrust and you not believing that you deserve it. So, beautiful energy. Take it slow. Take it slow. This person ain't going to run by you wanting to take it slow. Sometimes I read you guys and I think the person that's going to, it's like they're going to chuck a tantrum if they don't get their way. This person will be patient. This person will build their trust. You'll be right. You'll be okay. You don't need to fret by putting yourself first. Very nice. Okay. And it's funny, fear of abandonment at the bottom. You could still struggle with this a little bit. Maybe before this used to make you anxiously attached. You could have completely, without you even knowing, now you're more of that. Some people with abandonment, they run. They don't let no one close to them. Maybe through everything you've been through. Now you're in that more of that dynamic, which I find happens with divines. Nose veil shift, I talk about it all the time. The runner becomes the chaser becomes a runner. And I normally say it's not to that extreme of running like they did, but I actually feel this collective it might be. I think you're so scared to let someone in and you don't even know it because of what you've been through. But balancing your energy, dolphin seashell. Could have just seen a dolphin. Luck is on your side through all your perseverance, that elephant. Protection, but I see this is a rapid moving one, especially with my lightning here. This is coming in quickly. I'm surprised in that 7 days you didn't get any acceleration cards, but anyway, supermoon last night, or the third here in Australia. Cosmic alignment. Lapis lazuli, communication. You could wear a lapis lazuli pendant or you just bought one. The abundant bell, the gold bell. A lot of things on its way. Beautiful. And candle wax, white candles. Maybe you've got a white candle burning. All right. White, new beginnings. Maybe you're wearing white. 5, transformation. 13, 14. 12, 13, 14 in a row. 6, 6. 19th of the 12th. 13th of the 12th, 14th of the 12th, 13th of the 6th, 14th of the 6th, 19th of the 6th, 6 by itself, 5, 5th of the 6th, 6th of the 5th, 14th of the 4th, 144, 101, 10th of the 1st, 1st of the 10th, 14th of the 2nd, 10th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 10th. All right, lots of love, my angels, and have a good day.